Okay, so our next question is question number 6. So in this question, what they have asked, find all points of discontinuity of f. Means you have to find now those points where the graph will break, whether it will break here or it will break here. Where it will break, you have to find those points. Okay, find all points of discontinuity. Wherever the graph will break, you have to find out those points. Okay, so very simple question. See how we will solve. First thing, you have to use your logic here. See here, what it is given, fx is equal to double function, this one, right? Double definition. Remember double definition we have done in class 11 also. Fx is equal to twice x plus 3. This function you can use only for x less than or equal to 2. Whenever x you will take less than or equal to 2, means less than 2 and equal to 2, you can use this function. Okay, means this will represent what? Graph, right? 2x plus 3 what's? It's a linear equation, right? And this will represent a graph. What kind of graph? Straight line, obviously. So obviously this will not break anywhere, right? Because this portion is what? It's a linear equation, it's a straight line. And which value you are taking? X is equal to 2 less than 2. So whatever value you will take less than 2 and equal to 2. So suppose you take equal to 2, what you will get? 2 plus 3, 7. So 7 will be somewhere here. Just after that, whatever point you will take and put in place of this point x. In place of x, if you take any point here, y value will always be there, right? Point will be there like this. So obviously it will join and it will form a line here. So obviously less than 2, if you consider here the graph will never break. That is confirmed, because it's a linear equation, it's a straight line. So straight line means this will never break here. So less than 2, I will not check any value. I know that it is continuous. Okay, I have to find what here? Point of discontinuity, means where the graph will break. Now the chances is at 2 it might break. We don't know. After this the line will be there or not, graph will be there or not, that I don't know. Less than equal to 2. After this, at 2 will be this point, right? After that, whatever point you take less than x, less than 2, and put it here, obviously you will get point, means you will get a straight line. Okay, this will represent a straight line, and point which we are taking less than equal to 2. So obviously the graph will not break here. That is confirmed. Less than 2, graph will not break. Okay, so this you need to understand. Okay, 2x minus 3, this function you can use for greater than 2. Means x, when you will take greater than 2, at 2 you are not taking now. At 2, this is the point, right? Suppose 7, you have taken, check that this is the graph, it will never break. Now you check after greater than 2 whether the graph will break or not. Now the graph will be which one? 2x minus 3. This also I know it's a line. 2x minus 3, it's a linear equation again, right? If I take x3, what you will get? 2 into 3, 6 minus 3, 3. So the point will be somewhere here. If I take x, 3 I said, right? So 3 will be somewhere here. If I take, you will get somewhere point here. Now this one, just after 2, whatever comes out, if you take, it might be here. After that, it might be here, here, here. Now we don't know whether this graph, after this, greater than 2 means what? 3, 4, 5, if I take all the points, that will also be a continuous function here. But I don't know at 2 it will meet or not, because see what I'm taking, greater than 2, right? And this one is for equal to 2 and less than 2. So here I know the graph will not break, and here greater than 2 also, if I take greater than 2, there also graph will not break. But it will touch this point or not, I don't know. So what I will do, at 2 I will check whether it will be continuous or not. This and this join or not, we will check. Means what we will do, limit x tends to 2 we will check, from left also, from right also, and we'll check whether what fx will tends to what value. And at 2, whatever you're getting, at 2 what you will get? 7. That point, if it is there, and limit x tends to 2 from left, if it is approaching to this point only, and x tends to 2 from right also approaching to this point, and at 2 also it is there, means what? The graph will join and it will be continuous, means there will be no point of discontinuity. So the question here is, you have to find all point of discontinuity. Now the question is, the discontinuity may be at 2 exactly. Rest I know it won't be discontinuous. It will be continuous. Means the graph will never break rest of the point. I know that. So this logic you need to use here. Okay. Otherwise simple question. So see here why I said it's simple. So where I will check the continuity, discontinuity only at 2. Okay. So given. So you write down this function first given and then at 2 we will check. At x is equal to 2. We will check whether it is continuous or not here. I hope this one is clear, the one I have explained. That's why your straight line in class 11 was very important. Okay, graph and all was very important. You need to understand what actually equations are. Okay, so at x equal to 2, let's check whether the graph will join or not. Means it will break or not here. Okay, if it breaks means the point of discontinuity will be 2 only, right? So let's find out left hand limit first. Left hand limit x tends to, at 2 I will check, right? X tends to 2 from left first, fx. So from left means you will take which point? Just less than 2, close to 2, less than 2, right? So which point? 1.99 like that, right? So 1.99, which function you will use? X less than equal to 2 is for this one, greater than is this one. So obviously I will use this one. So limit x tends to 2 minus 2x plus 3. These problems are all logically you have to solve. Okay, if you won't understand all these things, then limit calculus become very difficult. If you understand, it's very simple. So can I put directly 2 here in this function because it will be determinant value? So 2, let's put it. What you will get? 4 plus 3, 7. So what does this mean? This means as you tends towards 2 from left, means this as you tends towards 2, fx will tends towards 7. It will approach towards 7 very closely. Okay, this line will be there, approach. It will touch 7 or not, right now I don't know. Okay, next right hand limit we will find out. Limit x tends to 2 plus fx. What is your fx now? 2 plus means greater than 2 you are taking, right? Very close. So 2.1, 2.2 like that. 2.1 means greater than 2 is which one function? This one. So let's take this function x tends to 2 plus fx. What we will take? 2x minus 3. Now can I put directly 2 here? Yes, of course. This is determinant value, right? After putting 2. So simply we will put 2. What we will get? 4 minus 3, which is equal to 1. Now you see, are they equal? Obviously no. Means the graph is something like this. This is approaching 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 suppose. Okay. From left, the graph is approaching towards 7 like this. This is the 7 line, right? Something like this. Okay. When I take x 2, what you got? 2. Okay, 1, 2. So graph is like this. It is approaching towards 7 and it will touch also 7, this line, this graph. Okay, and this will be what? It will approach towards 1, means what? Y equal to 1 means this one. So 2, it will be somewhere like this. The graph will be something like this. It will be here or like that. Okay, but it will not touch. That's confirmed, because from right it is approaching towards 1 and from left it is approaching towards 7. So obviously there is no chance that they will join each other. So this will be the point of discontinuity. That's confirmed. At 2 the graph will break. Rest less than 2, it does not break. Greater than 2 also does not break. But at 2 it will break. This function will break at 2. That's confirmed. But again I repeat, we have to show the true definition, right? So for definition we have to find f2 also. Okay, so f2 means in place of x 2. So at 2 means equal to 2 I have to take. Equal to 2 means which function? This function. So x we have to put here. So 2 into 2 4 plus 3 7. So you can see left hand limit, right hand limit, and this one is not same. Therefore what we will write? Limit x tends to 2 fx is not equal to f of 2. Okay, so since this is not equal, therefore what I will write? F is discontinuous at x equal to 2. Okay, so it will be discontinuous at this point. And rest, if they ask you discuss the continuity, instead of saying like this, find all points of discontinuity, this we have already find. This is the only point of discontinuity, so that there the answer will end here. Okay, but if they say discuss the continuity, if they say discuss the continuity, means we have to discuss at all point what will be the graph. This continuous continuity we have to discuss means we have to mention like this also. The graph will, or the function will be continuous at all point except 2. Okay, you have to write like that. But in this case, since they have just asked you point of discontinuity, so we will mention f is discontinuous at x equal to 2. Means what? F will break at x equal to 2. Okay, so if I show you the graph, so you can see I have written the function. If x is less than equal to 2, function is 2x plus 3, and if x is greater than 2, 2x minus 3. This was the function, right? You can see here. If x is less than equal to 2, this will be the function. If x greater than 2, this will be the function. So I have clicked here and we'll see what graph. So when I draw this graph, you can see what kind of graph it is given. I have drawn here downside, right? It will be like this. Okay, upside it will go. Anyway, so you can see the graph is breaking at what point? At 2, x equal to 2, you can see x equal to 2. This is the graph. Greater than 2, you can see it will never break. It will never break. Can you see? Okay, and less than 2 also it will never break. You can see this one. But at 2, this is 2, less than 2, you can see this is the graph. It will never break. Okay, the graph is something like this. Okay, same with question number 8 also. Okay, but in this case you can see modulus function is there. Whenever modulus function is to be there, we used to redefine the function, right? Okay, so let's make it into normal function. So how I can write this one? Let's redefine fx equal to, now this will be what? See, modulus of x by x. If x not equal to 0, means whenever your x is not equal to 0, we have to take this function. Means x less than 0 or greater than 0, whatever value you are taking, for that this will be the function. Okay, but if x equal to 0 you are taking, this will be the function. Means what? Y value will be this one. So x, whenever you take less than 0 and greater than 0, your y will be this one. Means those value you have to put here only. Okay, not here. That's what the meaning. Now let's redefine for this one. So x not equal to 0 means what? X less than 0, 1 will be x greater than 0. So I will separate this one. Okay, for x less than 0 means what? Negative value, right? So x will be negative here. If this also negative, what kind of output we will get? Let's take one value, like let's take minus 1 by minus 1. X I am taking, x equal to minus 1 when you will take, means negative value when you will take. What kind of output you will get? This will make it positive and this will remain same. This will become 1. From x equal to minus 1, see what it become? 1. Means this is not your x exactly, right? But denominator will remain same. So how I will write? Denominator will remain same means x only. But your numerator, what it will be? X, if you take negative, then it will become positive, right? Means what? Opposite sign of this one. So x itself is negative. So above it will be opposite sign, means positive it will be, right? So if x is negative, how you will make it positive? By introducing another minus here, right? Now see, if I take negative x, both, what will happen? Numerator will become positive, denominator will remain same, negative only. I hope it's clear. Next, let's define this one. If you take x greater than 0, x greater than 0, what it will be? Greater than 0 means positive value only, right? So x positive, numerator also, denominator also positive. So whatever value you will take, same value will come out, x. Here also positive means what? Same value will come out. No opposite sign, right? So x only will come out. So what it will be? X by x, it will be 1. So this also x by x, it will be 1. So shall I write directly minus 1 instead of minus x by x? So this is C. When you redefine, how easy the function will become. X is equal to 0. When you take x is equal to 0, your function value will be 0 only. So directly we got the value here. X, whenever you take less than 0, whatever x you take less than 0, your y value will be always minus 1. If you take greater than 0, your y value will be always 1. And if you take equal to 0, then it will be equal to 0. So see here, what kind of graph it will give. When you take x less than 0, whatever you take, your y will be 1. So x, suppose you take minus 1, what will be y? 1. Minus 1, right? Sorry, downward side it will go here. Next, if you take minus 2, less than x, less than 0, right? Minus 2 if you take, what will be y? Minus 1 again. 3, minus 3 if you take, minus 1 again. That's what the meaning here, right? So means the graph will be what? This kind of graph you will get. Okay. Now equal to 0 I'm not taking. So don't think that this touch the y-axis. It will not touch the y-axis. Just before that, whatever is there will be the line till there. Okay. This is the graph for this portion. So x greater than 0. This is conceptually I'm explaining you. Now how to write down that also I will say. See here. So always it's better to understand limit properly. I mean calculus, continuity. If you want to understand properly, first try to understand with the help of graph. Okay. If you can get the concept here in the graph, then writing become very easy. Okay. You know what to write here if you know this one. So x greater than 0 when you will take means 0 0.1, 0 0.2, 1, 2, 3, whatever you take, then your y will be what? 1. Means what? 1, x1, y1. x2, y1. Means what? This is a constant function. Remember, y equal to 1. What will be the graph? Parallel to x-axis. Remember, that's what the graph will be, right? Here. It will not touch this axis. Anyway, we already got that graph is not continuous at all point. Greater than this will be continuous, confirm. This also will be continuous, because whatever x you will take, y will be 1 1 1 1 like that, right? All the point you will get here. So this will never break here, this will never break here, that's confirmed. But at 0 it might break. Okay, that's why we check continuity at this point only, this continuity only. Okay, I hope it's clear. So at 0, at x equal to 0, we will check whether the graph is continuous. We already came to know from graph, it's clear that this will be discontinuous at 0. You can see at 0 the graph is breaking, right? So how we will do this? Left hand limit we will find out. We have to show it, right? This through graph we already got the answer, you can say, but in your exam you cannot write graphically, right? You have to write through limit. Okay, limit concept. So how we will write? So we know that this will be continuous, this will be continuous. You don't have to mention here, because question is what? They have just asked you find the point of discontinuity. What it is? 0. So we will how we will show that? So we will show like this. As you approach towards 0 from left, this is your x equal to 0, right? From left, as you approach towards 0, your function will approach towards 1, right? This is your 1 fx. I will find out here only. Left hand limit x tends to 0 minus, from left I am approaching towards 0. Then where your fx will approach? Fx, now what I will take? Less than 0 means minus 0 point something like that you will take, right? So less than 0 is which one? This one function. So fx will be 1 directly. So answer will be minus 1 directly. Okay. So as your x tends to 0, your fx tends to 1. It will tends to 1 like this. Okay. From left. Okay. Now next, right hand limit. As your x tends to 0 plus, from right if you approach towards 0, where your fx will tends. So from this side it is approaching towards this minus 1. From this side you will see it will approach towards 1. So let's find out. So 0 plus means greater than 0, we have to take values, right? So greater than 0, this is the function. Left hand limit, right hand limit we are finding. Limit x tends to 0 plus fx is equal to limit x tends to 0 plus, this will be what? Function will be 1 directly, right? So constant value, so directly the answer will be 1 here. We don't have to put 0 anywhere because there is no x. So this is directly determinant value, so answer will be 1 only. So you can see left hand limit, right hand limit are not same. Means at x equal to 0, the function will be discontinuous. Anyway, we have to show f0 also what it will be, okay? So when you will take equal to 0, x equal to 0, what will be the function? 0 only, right? So answer will be 0 here. You can see all three are not same here. Anyway, from this two only we got it that it will be discontinuous. X tends to 0, fx is equal to f of, is not equal to f of 0. Therefore, f is discontinuous at 0, x equal to 0. Okay. I hope you are understanding little bit more now than previous cases, right? So you just see rest of the question if you can solve or not. In the next class, I will discuss all those questions also. Okay, one more thing. I have discussed question number 8. You might be thinking that why not number 7? Number 7 is 3. This is double definition, right? That is triple definition. So first try to learn double definition properly and then we'll go to triple definition. So you can try question number 9, 10 and all those questions, okay, with this concept and see whether you have understood or not. If you have any doubts, let me know. I will try to explain that with different way, okay.